Diagnosed as having breast cancer when my daughter was 9 months old.
But you haven't told them how they insisted you display yourself at sales meetings. Please tell us that.
Okay. It's embarrassing and it hurts me. Okay. When I was in L.A. and in San Francisco, I had the same manager. He transferred to San Francisco. And at sales meetings, he required... I wore suits like this. I've always dressed this way in business. He asked me to wear these shirts underneath, and in the middle of a sales presentation, it was at the time when the industry was bringing out big drink cups, 32-ounce cups, to wear I had big drinks. And right in the middle, when I go into my new items, I would take off my jacket, because he thought people would not fall asleep during my presentation.
And they would fall asleep until you got up and took off your blazer.
Yes.
Now, your feelings at the time were what?
Embarrassment. I would turn red.
You had been with the company for how long when this kind of theatrical demonstration?
Approximately 3 months. 3 months. He told me that the salesmen that are creative, that are aggressive, are the ones that will succeed. You have to outshine my male counterparts who are in their 40s and 50s.
Right. And commentary included vulgarities of the kind that we've heard from both Luana and Natalie.
Yes, many through the years, but I did not have to face it every day. I was a field sales rep. So I was fortunate in being able to only have to cope with it occasionally.
Right. And to those women in the audience who might irreverently wonder why you didn't just tell them to stick their T-shirts, you would say what?
I worked from the time of 1980 on for my medical insurance, not for my pay. I was underpaid against my male counterparts, but cancer is a rich man's disease, and I was given a 50-50 chance of living 5 years. I had a baby that was 9 months old, and I needed my job to pay the mortgage and to raise... I didn't want to strap my daughter and my family with my medical bills. I worked for my medical insurance.
Sure. Yeah, you know, in a way, it's, I don't think you'll be insulted. I mean, there are topless dancers who could offer the same testimony, and who's going to shoot them? They've got to feed the kids. And what else is available? So I want you to understand that I'm not likening you to that profession, but I don't know if there's a single woman with a child who doesn't understand the pressure that you must have felt then. So then, were you fired then, huh?
No, what happened was, I finally had to go out in disability in 1986. I have 2 ruptured discs in my back, and I'm permanently disabled. And I went out in disability in May, and then the leverage buyouts were big then.
Yeah.
And during the corporate buyout, they tried to lay me off when I had already requested my disability insurance forms, for which I paid the premiums all those years. They terminated me, and I had to hire an attorney just to get my disability forms, and I got them 3 months later, but they canceled my medical insurance and terminated me.
Now, you sued.
Yes.
And you won.
We came to terms.
And you likewise cannot tell us what you received.
No, I can't, though.
I'm going to bet you it wasn't $1 million.
I can't comment. I'd love to, but I can't.
And we'll be back in just a moment.